fast. Guys, I understand how hard it is with the hassle of juggling life, work, kids. That's why ATI provides day and night classes to make things as easy for you to succeed. If you're ready for a change, give them a call today at 757-490-1241. That's 757-490-1241. Make ATI your choice for building today's minds and tomorrow's communities. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia. Talk to you soon.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Pilach, hanging out with the Rockin' Larry Cobb, and of course, Cameron's hanging out with us doing all the technical work. If you didn't catch us during the first 15 minutes on Facebook, that's because we were having technical problems, but it looks like Cameron did his job and got them all squared away.
Catch us in the next 15 minutes.
Yeah, catch us in the next 15 minutes.
You know how it is, servers going down and got to find another one.
So he got us up and running. We are rolling. Hey, so I got
We're in California, by the way.
Yeah.
At least that's what my computer says.
I got something cool for you guys. Did you guys dig movie cars? Now, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I love movie cars. I always thought they were cool.
Back to the Furious.
There's always one car that, like, out of some movie or TV show or something that I wanted.
Like the Monster-Mobile?
No, I did not want that one.
Is my mic off?
You hear yourself?
No, I don't hear myself. That's why I'm asking if my mic's off.
No, even your headphones are on, so you...
Yeah, there you go. Cameron has this fear of believing that his mic's always off.
Dave hears you.
I can hear you just fine.
We're in the same room together. So.
Well, I got headphones on like you, and I can hear you.
Oh, that's all I need to know.
Okay, well, there you go. So anyway...
Back to movie cars. Hey.
What was the movie car that you wanted?
I wanted that Monster car.
Did you really?
I can't remember what they called it. They had
the Monster-Mobile.
Is that what they called it? Yeah, I love that thing.
Oh,
I thought that was neat.
I thought that thing was dumb. I know, and I'm gonna. If people are send your hate mail, go ahead. There was a lot of movie cars that I didn't get, and a lot of them were made. There's certain people who created movie cars that I just didn't care for. I didn't get it. Like one or two of their cars was like, okay, that's cool, but out of like the 100 cars they made, I was just like, oh, that's goofy. And that was me. When I say movie cars, I'm like, Dukes of Hazzard, Knight Rider, A-Team van. I mean, they could go on and on.
I like the A-Team van.
Did you like the A-Team van? You want to own it?
No, I didn't want to own it.
Really? Mm-mm. I thought it'd be cool just to have it, just to drive around and pull up next to a light.
I was a van guy, and I had a 67 Chevy van.
Okay.
And I had paneling in it, and I had
shag
carpeting in it. And
did you have the moon ports on the side too?
No, but I had one of those vents in the roof that was motorized. You push a button and open up, and the fan would come on.
Okay, so you were almost there. You had to have the moon vent.
I had Tiffany lights in the back where the bed was.
You had a bed in it?
Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah.
So mine was a 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback from the movie The Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift.
Okay, well, core. Well, That's your.
I've grown up on the Fast and Furious. Series,
and here's the thing about the Fast and Furious movies: either you like them
or you don't.
There's it's a big switch between two different types of people. Either they like those cars or they don't like those cars out of those movies. There's a couple of them that I would be like, yeah, that's kind of cool. Some of them are over the top. I don't do big wings. I think big wings on cars are goofy as can be. And that doesn't just – I'm not knocking the Fast and Furious movies. Don't get me wrong. I thought big wings on cars were dumb before the Fast and Furious movies were ever around, when people were even trying to put them on Corvettes, or some of the Ferraris and stuff had a bigger wing on it. Or even – I didn't like a Porsche whale tail. I thought that was dumb.
Yeah.
That whale tail looks stupid as can be. I liked the speedster tail that came off it. It was a smaller tail that was on it. I did not like the whale tail. I thought it was dumb as can be. A dumb looking car.
You want to know why you didn't like the whale tail?
Why?
Because you're not Dory. You don't know how to speak whale.
Oh, God. Dun-dun. All right, I'll give it to you. But no, I didn't. I never liked that car. I thought the rear tail on it was just too big for me. I thought it was goofy looking. I know that everybody loves that car, but not me. That was one of the cars that I just didn't like. I liked there was a speedster tail that was smaller that went on the Porsche that looked better on it than that big, huge, goofy looking tail.
Well, everybody has a taste, you know.
Well, or they don't. They don't have a palate at all, apparently, as far as I was concerned.
That's like walking into Home Depot and going, what color am I going to paint my walls?
Everybody has their taste. Say, okay, yes, that's a good analogy. But there's a reason why I was asking. Did you see the new Walmart commercial that has all the old cars in it?
No.
You didn't see that? Oh, come on. Someone's
new?
had to see. Yeah, someone's had to see this commercial.
What do they do?
It's got all the old movie cars in it. And so it's a Walmart commercial, and they're shopping, and people are they're pulling up and parking, or they're stopping in for pickup service, and it's all the old cars from all the different.
That's what they're driving when they pull up.
Right, and it's not all old cars. It's just movie cars, period. So Bumblebee from Transformers is there. Knight Rider's there. They have. I mean, I think the Starsky and Hutch vehicle I saw on one of them. So there's a bunch of all the cars from different movies or TV shows are all in this commercial.
I owned a Gran Torino.
You like the Gran Torino?
I like the ones that they had this the grill. You had the headlights separate, and then the grill was kind of like that kind of shape.
I like Starsky and Hutch car. I think it's cool.
Well, mine didn't look like that. They had a different front on the car.
I like that edition. I like the one. What was a Clint Eastwood movie? Gran Torino.
Yeah.
I like the
Lightning
one.
McQueen in there.
I like the one in Gran Torino. That was nice. That was nice.
I like the one. I wasn't the same body style and color, but it was real similar to the one I had a 72.
Yeah, like I said, I thought it was I was just sitting there, and it's funny because I was doing something else. I think I was actually working on the show, trying to just put things together for it, and all of a sudden there's music in the commercial, which made me look up at the TV, and then I realized it was I think the part I clicked up as it's a Batmobile sitting there, and the guy's trying to deliver the groceries out to the pickup area, and he's like, "Excuse me, Mr. Batman, do you have a trunk?" You know what I mean?
Was it the TV Batmobile or the movie Batmobile?
It's the movie version, the big tank-looking thing. Yeah. So but I thought it was cool. I mean, it was definitely a cool twist on it because the parking lots, like I said, you see cars going in and out of the parking lot. It's all the movie cars. So
there you go.
I think even the Flintstones car is in that too. Like I said, it's something from it's a little bit for everybody.
Yabba dabba doo.
They even have the Cinderella in there.
Do they? Yeah. I've seen a couple. Now I've seen a couple versions of it. So there's a couple different versions of the commercial playing, and it shows different cars. Yeah. So it's cool. A neat idea.
I'll have to catch it. I'm surprised I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so I caught it, just happened to catch one of it. And then another story that came to me was apparently Bumblebee is going up for auction. All the Bumblebees are going up for auction. So from all the different versions of the movie. So
how many of them are there?
I think there's 5 now. 5 different ones that are actually going to be up for auction. So the newer version, where they start with an 07 or 08 Camaro, and then they progress from there, and they're going to actually be going up for sale.
That'll bring a pretty penny, I'm sure.
Well, I wonder if the reason why they did that is because the new movie Bumblebee, he's back to being the Volkswagen Bug, which is what he was originally from the original cartoon. He was a Bug. He wasn't a Camaro.
Okay.
So they switched him back. So I don't think he's going to stay that. But for the movie Bumblebee, you haven't seen the movie Bumblebee yet?
No.
Good movie. You should take your grandkids to go see it. They'll like it. It's actually
Have
really
you
cool
seen
movie.
it?
Bumblebee? Yeah, I've seen it.
I
went and saw it. Yeah, I snuck off and went and saw it.
Oh, exactly. And now he knows why he's laughing over there.
I did go see it. It was good. But I thought it was cool because my biggest complaint was, and you'll remember, when they first came out with the Transformer movies, I was like, he's not a Camaro. He's a Volkswagen Bug. And then they made him a Camaro. So I was just like, this is a little weird for me, for my not for any other generation, for my generation, remember him being a Bug, for him to be a Camaro. So then in the movie Bumblebee, they start to tell you the beginning of how Bumblebee ended up here on Earth. And I don't want to ruin it for anybody.
See
no
this
spoilers.
Death Stare over
but
here?
but I see the Death Stare. But he's a Bug again. So
Full circle.
full circle. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys, since we are on the topic of movies, do you guys have any favorite movie theater you guys you guys go to? Like, even though there's a movie theater close to your house, there's just that one favorite one?
My new favorite one is the Hillcrest Theater. I like that theater.
And why is that?
Because they have the reclining chairs and everything.
Do they
inside
really?
In the Hillcrest
That,
Theater.
oh, okay,
Yep,
so
yep.
I like the
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I like it. I like that theater. That's my new favorite theater to go to because they have, they serve you food and they have the reclining seats and everything.
I can't answer that question because I just don't go to movie theaters.
You ought to.
I went to the Commodore, took my grandson back last year. And
I remember.
Prior to that, I think the last movie I saw in a theater was Titanic.
I miss drive-ins. Do you guys miss drive-ins? I
miss drive-ins.
Drive-ins were fun. Yeah, they were.
Drive-in
But except
theaters
those
are cool.
speakers was just dirt. Those metal, tinny little things.
I wish my generation had drive-ins and the roller skating still.
Well, you guys had roller skating for when you guys were younger, but even that kind of faded. But drive-in theaters was just, I don't know, for us was the rite of passage. Like when you got your driver's license, you were going to the drive-in. That was just what it was.
Yep. But I remember as a kid, it was, you'd pull up in the station wagon, park it in there backwards up on that little mound.
I know, right? Yeah.
You
Have the
back
trays that hook up on the side of the doors.
Yeah, you got blankets and,
Yeah.
and pillows all in the back, and you're up there, the big old screen.
You forgot about hiding like 5 people in the trunk.
Yeah.
forgot about that part.
Well, that was when I was older.
And anybody who went to a drive-in theater knows what I'm talking about.
There's a Cheech and Chong bit on that. I don't know if you've ever heard it or not.
What?
Where they go to a drive-in theater and they forget their buddies and leave them in the trunk. And they have to go to the bathroom and they're screaming. You never heard that bit?
No, I've never heard that. But I can remember we go to the drive-in. I remember sitting there and you watch trunks pop open left and
Yeah.
right and watch
Yeah,
people
yeah.
start getting out of the trunks.
And nobody policed it.
No one cared because they got their money. They
Yeah.
got the money basically, once the car got through, they saw how many people they saw, they got money and they were done. The movie was going to play regardless, so it
Yep.
didn't matter.
Exactly.
So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I got some more news for you. Something you guys never thought about when renting a car, how it can go wrong. We'll talk about that soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cotman Transmission in Janif, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cotman Transmission Janif, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year you go from just a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand fields with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC, commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial driving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available. Job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI. Not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by SCHEV, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
There's something special about Napa Auto Care Centers. They're backed by the national strength of Napa. Nationwide warranties honored by thousands of locations. You know that's Napa know-how. But more importantly, your Napa Auto Care Center is independently owned and operated by neighborhood professionals who operate by a written code of ethics. Put your vehicle in the hands of ASE certified technicians who will greet you with a smile you can trust. Visit us today.
You heard me say it, and now here's your chance. Now's the time to go find your auto garage. Don't wait until it's too late. Go to NapaBDGHRVA.com and find your all-star car care center today. That's NapaBDGHRVA.com. Talk to you soon.
Wish you could get your car in the air? We've got you covered. Don't have the tools for the job? Not a problem. Dream of having a garage equipped with everything you need to get the job done from start to finish? Well, dreams come true. At American Do-It-Yourself Garage, you'll find our friendly staff just waiting to lend you a hand in a safe and friendly environment. If you're looking for a place where you can do it all, from cars, trucks, and even motorcycles, your Do-It-Yourself Garage awaits. Call 1-844-462-3494 today or reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. You can do it. We know you can. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated. Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Palach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. I'm your host, Dave Palach.
The sexy Dave Palach. And the awesome, amazing, most talented Cameron Palach and rockin' Larry Cobb.
I don't know where that came from, but that was scary.
I don't either.
That was just out there.
Did you take something?
Apparently the tea is really strong around here. I'm not really sure what's going on.
He took leave of his senses.
Yeah, all of his senses. Hey, so I was talking before we went on commercial break. Rental cars. Now, how many times in your life have you rented a car? There's a reason why I'm going to ask this question.
Many, many, many times.
Okay, and how did you go about it? Just tell me the steps. Did you call and set an appointment, said, hey, I need a car?
No, I just walked up to the counter and said I needed a car. How much is it going to cost? And do you want this extra insurance? Yes or no?
And they just had a car ready for you? They weren't out of cars?
No, they told me, go out on the lot and go to stall number 23 and...
Okay, well, this analogy doesn't work on you. You must rent it from the airport or something.
Usually it was airports. I have rented from independents. Last time I rented a car was when I totaled my Regal, and that was through the company that you were talking about. And but it was ready to go. I mean, when I went in, I had they had already set it up through the insurance company,
which is right. This is normal.
And I walk in, show them my driver's license, and I think I gave them a credit card, although I didn't.
And the car was waiting for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So see, that's how it's always been for me.
They handed me the key. I went out, got in, and left.
Okay, I'm going to take you through my story of rent-a-car. Okay? So they totaled Cameron's car, and I knew they were going to. Not that the damage was huge, but once the airbags went off and everything was going to be needed to put the airbags back in the car, plus the damage to the car, I figured they were going to total it, which they did. So we finally got that squared away, so it's time for us we need to rent a car until we find another car for him. Makes sense, right?
Yes.
So the insurance company sets it all up for us. We've set it up at this location. You can go pick up your rent-a-car. I said, okay. I said, well, chances are that I probably won't be able to get there until late in the afternoon on Monday. Excuse me, what was it? It was that. Yeah, it was Monday, was it? Or be able not until Tuesday morning. One of the two. I was like, I can't say either way. And I was rough days, you know what I mean? So the headache was kicking, and you know how that works. So I was like, there's just no way to really be able to really make that happen. But here's the two options when I'm gonna get. Okay, well the appointment's set, no worries. So went upon, my life, and so we ended up out there Tuesday morning to go pick the car up. Well, the car's nowhere to be found. We show up to the rent-a-car place, and I won't give by name because I'm just being fair at this point in time, but Captain Kirk drives it. So we get there, and they tell me that they don't have a car for me. I'm like, well, I have a reservation, an appointment. Well, you did. You had an appointment for yesterday on Monday. So we don't have any more cars left. And I said, well, wait a minute. I have an appointment scheduled. I have a reservation set to pick this car up. It's not like I just walked in off the street. I have, reservation for this. Oh, well, the rules are, but when you set a reservation, you have within an hour to pick that car up. Or we we give it to somebody else. And I said, I've never heard of such a thing ever.
Neither have I.
So if I set a reservation, I have an hour after setting my reservation to pick up the car. She said, yes. I was like, so I was trying to stay calm, and I did a pretty good job staying calm. I said, okay, time out. I want to make sure that I'm hearing you correctly and I'm not misunderstanding. So if I call you and I book a reservation for a car, from the time I hang up the phone, I have an hour to pick that car up, or you can give it away to somebody else. She said, yes. I was like, that makes absolutely no sense to me. She goes, well, that's just our policy. And I went, how is that your policy? I really don't understand. And I still don't understand how this is the policy. If it made no sense to me, she goes, well, that's just, I was like, oh, let me give you an analogy so you can understand why it doesn't make any sense to me. I said, if I pick up the phone and I call and say, hey, I'm flying to Vegas and I need to have a car waiting for me when I get there, and I set an appointment for it, I said, do you think I'm going to make it to Vegas in an hour on a plane? She goes, well, it doesn't really apply that way because they have so many cars, they don't have to worry about running out. But that's our policy. She goes, I was like, so if they ran out of cars, I'd just be without a car. Well, yeah, but it's Vegas. They have tons of cars to give. So that's probably the reason why it's never happened to you. I went, no, I've never. I said, okay, let me give you another analogy. I pick up the phone and I set up a reservation to pick up a car. And I hang the phone up. I go to my boss and I say, hey, I need to go pick up my rent-a-car. And okay, you can go pick up your rent-a-car. And I get in my car and I get stuck in traffic and I get there an hour and 5 minutes. You've given my car away? Well, sir, you have an hour to get here.
That's stupid. That's really poor business.
Here's the thing. I think that was BS, and I think I was just being lied to.
Yeah.
And I think we were just making it up off the top of our head because I've never heard anything. I was like, so you're telling me that if I set the reservation and I got stuck in traffic and I get here, my car would be gone? So you have an hour to pick it up.
They actually use that line on you that I hate and detest. That's our policy.
Well, that's our policy. That means I have no clue. And I'm just going to go ahead and make things up all the time.
Whenever I'm told that, I'll go, let me tell you about my policy.
I was trying to be nice, and I thought I was doing a very good job remaining nice. Very, very good job remaining nice. So I was, like I said, I was trying to be nice, and I was trying to keep it. So then it went from that's our policy to, well, the only vehicle I have that I could give you is a 15-passenger van. And I went, well, that's not going to work. I said, a 15-passenger van, by the time I made a trip from the house to any place I needed to go 3 times from where we live at, I was like, I would be putting gas in it every 3 trips I made because it would just burn up gas. I mean, like, living out in the country, that's a good little drive. She's like, well, that's the only thing I have. I was like, what happened to the car that the insurance company set the reservation for us? What happened to that? Well, you had an hour to pick it up. I'm like, well, that wasn't told to me on the phone. And better yet, what happened to good customer service? Let's just say that is your policy, and I'm going to air quote this, is your policy. When it got to that hour mark, wouldn't you have picked up the phone and went, hey, I'm just calling to let you know that, we were expecting you to come pick up your car. Are you still coming to get that today? Before you gave the car away to somebody else.
They can't do that. That's too professional.
Well, I was mystified, and I knew that I was being lied to. I've never heard, It made absolutely no sense. If you guys disagree with me, please drop me a line, send me a text, whatever. Like I said, or if you agree with me, you think it's silly. Like I said, I've never heard of a thing. An hour, the chances of you setting a reservation, getting in your car, and making it to the rent-a-car place within an hour, a lot of times in the regular world, especially in big city areas, is slim to none. It would never happen.
You didn't have the option of just walking out and going somewhere else, right?
If I went through
Or
the
was it
insurance
insurance?
company, if it was through the insurance company, I probably would have had to call the insurance company and have them use a different agency or whatever it may be. But then I asked her, I let her try to get herself off the hook several times. I gave her the opportunity to let her back herself out of it, and she just didn't. And I was like, so is there any other place that has a rent-a-car, like any of your other locations? She hit like 2 clicks of the keyboard and went, nope, looks like they're all sold out. Now, I know that the 2 clicks of the keyboard didn't bring up anything.
No.
Because that's just not the way it works.
I know.
So I knew that was a lie. But that's what they did. 2 clicks of the keyboard, and it was like, oh, yeah, nope, they're all sold out. There's no cars available. So we left, placed 1 telephone call on the road, and the next one closest to us had cars. So I knew at that point in time, my suspicions were right. Everything was just a sham and everything was a lie.
Did you go to another place?
No, I didn't, because it wasn't a huge emergency right that second. So we waited till the next day and picked it up the next day. But the point of the matter is if you don't have the answers or you messed up, which you did, you gave my car away. That's where the mess up was. And then you didn't know what to do because you gave it away.
Be honest.
Just be honest. Be like, hey, we gave the car away. Our mistake. What can we do to make this right? Something along that line. It's not like I was paying the bill anyway. The insurance company's paying the bill. So, it was a huge deal, but it was just the fact of the matter.
They have a reputation. Everybody wants to maintain a good reputation.
Apparently not.
For no other reason you want to maintain a good reputation. It's bad for business otherwise.
I am never riding that ship in the galaxy again.
Yeah, I don't blame you. You know what? When I told you I needed to rent a car and I rented it downstairs, there's one across the street.
No, I've seen them. Yeah,
I went over there first, and it was like, you have any cars? And no. I'm like, okay, see ya. Then I know I could go downstairs.
Right. No customer service to be had.
But I mean, I hadn't reserved anything. I just walked in.
But even then, no customer service to be had.
Oh,
though.
well, they made me wait at the counter for 10 minutes before they finally helped me because they were on the phone talking to somebody.
Well, like I said,
and this is the same company that you had trouble with.
Right. I'm just telling you, I would have handled things a lot differently, and I knew I was being lied to. There's no way, if you set a reservation, you have within an hour to pick that car up. That would never work. It doesn't matter where you fly to.
It's not practical, Dave.
Well, it's not right, and it's not real.
It's just, it's not practical. I mean, if you got I could see a 24-hour limit. I could see that.
Okay, maybe 24-hour. And even at the 24-hour mark, I would place a telephone call. Did you get held up? Was your flight delayed? What is it?
I don't know how it works on the insurance, but I know if you were renting it yourself and you got your trusty credit card, if I was the rental card company, once I had your credit card, I wouldn't care if you picked it up for a day or two.
I just find it interesting that people like I said, I knew I was being lied to. I thought it was funny. And I actually found it comical that I was being lied to because I knew that I was. Yeah. So then it made it funny to me, too. So, and like I said, I like when I know I'm being lied to, and I give you every opportunity to back yourself out of it, and you don't. And I'm just like, I give you every opportunity just to come clean, and you won't. That makes it even more comical to me because then I just want to make it even like just way outside the box. I want to make it the story that I want to make their story so much worse, and I let them.
Turn the screws.
I do because I want to see them back themselves up even more. So, just go tell you, if you're going to rent a car, apparently you only have an hour to pick it up. I thought you guys should know. And on that note, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I've got some great stories for you. Talk to you soon.
You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio with Dave Palach here on Freedom 1110 WKQA. Nobody remembers the name J.F. Whitlow & Sons Incorporated until you need them. But when you have a toilet problem, drains back up, pipes freeze, your heat or air conditioning stops working, then you remember J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Don't forget the phone number, 399-1714. That's 399-1714. Air conditioning and heating, and all plumbing. J.F. Whitlow & Sons have been serving Hampton Roads since 1949, residential and commercial. You can always count on J.F. Whitlow & Sons to get to you fast and get the job done right the first time. Located in Portsmouth and serving all of Hampton Roads. Those who know, call J.F. Whitlow & Sons. Call them at 399-1714. That's 399-1714. J.F. Whitlow and Sons, Incorporated.
Are you ready for a change? Is this the year that you go from a job to a career? Well, ATI can help. Advanced Technology Institute offers degrees and diplomas in the in-demand field with hands-on training of automotive technology, heavy vehicle technology, HVAC commercial refrigeration, maritime welding, and commercial diving. ATI provides accelerated schedules to help students get into their career field fast. So why wait? Day and night classes are available, job placement assistance from orientation to graduation. Go to auto.edu right now to find out more, or you can call 757-490-1241. That's 490-1241. What are you waiting for? ATI, not just helping build the minds of tomorrow, but building your community every day. ATI is certified by Chev, the State Council of Higher Education for Virginia, to operate in Virginia.
Do you currently live in an apartment or condo? Need to work on your car, truck, even motorcycle, but your homeowners association has you down? If your garage is full of broken dreams and the I'll get to it next week projects, American Do-It-Yourself Garage is the place for you. They offer fully equipped, well-lit garage bays with or without a vehicle lift for your needs. Each bay is fully equipped with a workbench, hand tools, air tools, laptop usage, even assistance with parts ordering, which is all included with each bay rental for a reasonable price. If you're looking for a place that feels like home, filled with fantastic staff willing to lend a hand, then give American Do-It-Yourself Garage a call today at 1-844-462-3494. That's 1-844-462-3494. Or go to their webpage and reserve your bay at AmericanDIYG.com. American Do-It-Yourself Garage. Let the friendship begin.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Well, here's a pound of prevention from your Napa Auto Care Center. We'll customize a preventive maintenance package for your vehicle that will save you time, money, and hassles now and down the road. We'll ask, do you drive mainly in the city or on the highway? Plan to keep your vehicle? How long? And more. Preventive maintenance is a good thing that prevents bad things. Build yours at your Napa Auto Care Center today.
Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. Do you currently have a repair shop you trust? Haven't found the time to go to a garage for all your automotive needs? Check out the all-star team at Napa BDGHRVA.com. That's Napa BDGHRVA.com. Let them show you what it's like to work with the professionals and make a friend along the way. Talk to you soon. Hey guys, Dave Pilach from Let's Talk Cars Radio. You've heard me say it time and time again. Anyone can guess what's wrong with your transmission. The true test is getting it right the first time. At Bob and Cindy's Cottman Transmission in Janef, there is no guessing. They understand that your car is more than just a car. It's what gets you from work on time and home safely at the end of the day. Bob and Cindy understand you have to work hard to meet the needs of your customer. Their certified technicians will help keep you on the road for years to come. If you can drive it, they can fix it. Call Bob and Cindy today at Cottman Transmission Janef, 466-7778. That's 466-7778.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Cars Radio, your automotive specialist. Call into the program now at 757-222-3705. Now, here is Dave Pilach.
Welcome back, America. You're listening to Let's Talk Cars Radio on WKQA Freedom 1110. So, if you were with us in the last segment, we were talking about trying to get a rental car. Apparently, after the commercial break, I now only have 47 minutes to get there.
You'll have no car.
I'll have no car. Apparently, can't rent a car. Only got an hour to get there, and I only got 47 minutes left.
That's why your boots are made for walking.
Come on, guys. Now you only have 46.
I was singing that song the other day. It's funny you say that. I was just walking, and all of a sudden that song popped in my head, and I started singing it out loud, and I hadn't heard that song in forever.
Yep, I haven't either, but
yeah,
I know it well.
I bet you do.
I know a song I've had stuck in my head for the last month.
What?
You know it. Country roads.
John Denver song?
To the place.
All right. You know the reason why they sing songs on the radio? So you don't have to.
Well, guess what?
No.
This is
Nope.
the radio, and I'm singing.
No. Don't work that way. That's why we have a mic kill button for
Yeah.
them. Exactly.
On-off switch.
Yeah, on-off switch instantly.
As Cameron knows well.
So here's a weird. Yeah, he does know well. Here's a weird story. Did you guys hear about the dealer-on-dealer war? It was in the news this week.
Dealer war?
Yeah, so two dealerships battling each other up in Canada.
Oh, man, I'm not
Please
even...
tell us about this.
I've not heard of this show.
No, it's not a show.
I thought you said you ever hear of it.
No, did you hear of it? It was in the news this week. So apparently two dealerships don't like each other, and one of them decided he's going to go vandalize their cars while they're on the lot.
Oh, real smart.
Well,
gosh.
what is this the world in the age of?
Revenge.
No.
Oh.
Come on, this is easy. We talk about it all the time. Everybody now has a what?
Camera system.
That's right, a camera system. See, it took a while
All
to
right.
get us there.
Yeah, I was dumb, I admit.
So, of course, they catch the general manager of the dealership over at the other dealership keying up cars.
Then he's a real dummy, obviously.
Apparently. I mean, you know.
So was the manager that was keying the cars, did they have cameras at his dealership?
They have, I don't know. He got caught on camera keying up cars at this dealership.
I was wondering if the other dealership retaliated.
No, I don't think so. I think they're smarter than that,
Yeah.
But why? Now, I worked at the dealership setting many, many, many years ago, and I know dealers don't like other dealers. That's one of the biggest talks around the showroom floor of, oh, I can't stand that. Well, you don't even know the people, but okay.
Aren't they competitive? I get that.
Right, yeah, that's over competitive. You don't
Yeah.
even know the people over there. You don't know anything, and you hate somebody you don't even know. I mean, it's kind of silly, but okay. I guess same thing happens with football teams too, but but still, you understand what I'm saying.
I got it.
But to go and like do damage to cars and think that today's day and age that there wouldn't be a camera somewhere to catch it is just
Yeah, you know you're going to pay.
yeah. Oh, funny. You lead me right into my next story. You want to talk about pain? Here's one for you guys. If you didn't hear about this, how about sex for speed bumps?
Sex for speed bumps.
For speed bumps.
I don't get that at all.
Oh,
I feel like that's an analogy.
no, it's really not. So apparently there was a woman who wanted speed bumps down her street because she thought traffic was really, really bad. So then she ended up meeting the guy, I guess, who was in charge of making speed bumps happen, and he made her a promise, and one thing led to another, and she still didn't get her speed bumps. So, of course, it made it into the what? The news.
Like that's never happened before.
It's the first time I ever heard of sex for speed bumps for me, but
But true, but the idea of, giving something of value away for a promise, hey. Well, it's value to her.
okay. Oh, I don't even know where to go with this one. I was going to keep it simple, but
Yeah, all right.
I had to complicate it. Huh?
You definitely did complicate it. All right, moving on to the next story. How about the man who is so love-struck and so hurt that his relationship's coming to an end, he decides to drive his Toyota through a Porsche dealership to get her attention.
Did he get it?
I bet he got a bunch of attention, but it wasn't the type of attention he wanted.
Or did he at least get the car?
Well,
Or
no,
well,
how did he get the car?
I mean, if you're going to run through a Porsche dealership, at least try to take... I mean, you're already going to get charged with a felony, so why not just try to take a Porsche out also?
these are the things that worry me about people. This one over here included. He drove his vehicle into the dealership and crashed into it. I don't think his objective was to, let me see what crash car I can take out for a drive.
He was trying to impress his girlie.
How was that impressive? I don't even understand.
Now
How do you
that
impress somebody?
I don't get that kind of thinking, obviously, but that's what he's doing. He's trying to impress the girl. What they show his face on the news and his name and that's,
for all the wrong reasons.
she's going to come down and go, "Oh, darling, I'm sorry.
I had no idea you felt that way.
You
Did you
love me
crash
so
that
much.
Porsche for me?
You love me so much you went out and caused $50,000 worth of damage."
Right. Not only were you a loser then, but now even more because you owe so much money to these people.
And you can't afford to spend it on me, so see ya.
Right. Yeah. So now I really am going to break up with you. I don't know. These are the stories I get, people. I just report them. I got a cool one for you. So everybody knows CES show.
Yeah.
Always comes out with some really cool stuff. How about if you could make the trailer behind you disappear that you were towing and be able to see right through it like it wasn't even there?
To be able to see through it, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, that's kind of cool, but if you're parked, but...
No, when you're driving. So you know how you can never see, like when you're driving and you're pulling a big trailer, you can never see around you.
Yeah, so there's no blind spot.
No, I thought he was talking
No,
about...
there is
like,
a bunch of blind
I
spots.
thought he was talking about, like, you hit a button and the trailer has TVs on the side and it just disappears.
Something like that, kind of. So they create this system where you can actually have cameras. There's a bunch of cameras on your vehicle, which then gives you like a 360 vision around the trailer and basically makes the trailer on a monitor disappear. So when you're looking, you can actually look behind you as if the trailer's not even there and see perfect view behind you.
But if you look in the rear view, you're still going to see it.
If you have a regular rear view mirror, I imagine. But if they end up finding a way to attach that to some of the digital rear view mirrors, then it wouldn't be.
Yeah. Wow. Not a bad
Yeah, but
idea.
I feel like some people would if you didn't have the regular review mirror, they'd forget it was back there.
Well, that's the biggest problem. A lot of people pull trailers and they
forget
forget that they're
back
back there. That actually happens a lot.
Why not? They forget their kids in the car, so why not forget your
we're back
trailers
to that,
back
didn't
there? Why not forget your
that.
trailers
No,
back
it
there?
does. If you pull a trailer and you've been pulling it for hours and you're making lefts and you're making rights and all that kind of stuff, you will tend to forget sometimes that you're pulling a trailer back there.
Every time I've pulled a trailer, I can feel it back there. I'm not going to
Forget
forget
a
it.
lot of things. But not a trailer.
I don't know.
Well, you
You
can
can
feel-
that should be a T-shirt. I forget a lot of things.
And the heavier it is, the more you feel it.
It seems like the people that make circles in my driveway forget they got a trailer back there while they're trying to turn around and head back out.
Oh, that was a blur to me.
Anyway, guys, that brings us to the end of the show. It is Saturday where we are at. Hopefully it's Saturday where you're at. If not, you got some explaining to do. Enjoy your Saturday. It's kind of gloomy out where we're at, but hey, at least it's not raining for once. Try to enjoy your Saturday. Sunday's right around the corner. Don't forget, turn off your TV, spend some time with your kids. They'll love you for it. Take them to a car show. They'll love you even more. And we'll talk to you soon. We're out of here.